What's going on, everybody? Do you recognize us? It's been a while, but welcome to another episode of the Purple Shade Podcast. Woo, man, it feels good to be back. We are back. Man, it's good to be back, brother. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better. A lot better since that stuff. I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah, some off the field stuff. You know, we had some injuries go down, but we all good. You know what I'm saying? my brother's day to day.
I'm good.
My brother's day to day. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He's doing better than Zay right now. I don't know what the thing is on Zay. Actually, I looked at it and they said they don't know yet. So that means he could play or he may not play.
Right.
Honestly, it's hardball, and we know how he is with injuries, and we've seen this with guys. When he's like, oh well, they could practice, they could play, he's out. I would just chalk him up as being out.
Wow. You sure?
I would just chalk him up as being out. I would. Seriously. I would chalk him up as being out.
Just now, why would you say you just chalk him up as being out?
One, because of the history of Harbaugh and this organization and injuries.
Okay.
If they act like, oh, we'll see, and it's still in a we'll see, he's probably out.
Probably not.
It's happened with so many other guys who have been out. They say if John says 2 to 4 weeks, it's a 8 to 10 week injury. Seriously. It's just how it is. You know, it didn't look that bad, but
it didn't. No, it didn't.
For a knee sprain, I've sprained my knee before. Granted, I wasn't a NFL world-class athlete like Zay, but bro, that's like 6 weeks for an average person.
Oof.
With a sprained knee. You know what I mean? Because a knee, and this is what people need to understand, everybody. Look, a knee is not an ankle, right? You sprain your knee, you're putting more weight, and people would think you put more weight on your ankle. Well, that's false. You put more weight on your knee because of the way it bends and the way it flexes. You know what I'm saying? The way it flexes. You can tape an ankle and still have a little mobility. You don't need to flex your ankle as much to still be effective in running. Your knee literally almost bends more than 90 degrees when you run. You know what I mean? And that's Zay's game. Zay's not going to go out there to jog. You might as well put somebody else out there. You know what I mean? A sprained knee is nothing to play with. He didn't do any damage that we know of, but he did sprain it.
Right.
They didn't even, I don't even know if they told us like what grade was it. Like, was it a mild sprain? Was it a grade 2? Whatever. They didn't. So I would chalk him up as being out, but they put belt the ass to the Steelers.
No, they did. Yeah, man. No, double the score. They doubled the score
again for the second time in like the last 3 weeks. They doubled them up again, right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Downright embarrassed them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Steelers fans.
How y'all feeling?
How y'all feeling? Seriously.
How y'all feeling?
Where y'all at?
Sound like the crickets on the outside when you're sitting on the couch.
I can't hear y'all. Oh, bro, they in Cancun.
Oh,
they already flying. They up in the. I can't hear them. I can't hear the Steelers fans. Where y'all at?
They gone already.
They gone. They gone. Everybody. I mean, they ran the ball for 300 yards, right? Bam, there it is. Don't give me this 299 stuff because that nail down took the 1 yard away. They ran for 300 yards, right? As we do this recap on the Ravens and the Steelers, everybody saw Ravens 28, Steelers 14, and trust me, it wasn't as close as that score shows, okay? If you take away a couple bonehead plays by that defense, giving up some big plays down the field, and that was utter dominance, okay? And don't let anybody fool you. I understand the still listen to me. People want to make it seem some of these people, some of these fans, especially Buffalo fans, and I'm gonna get to y'all racist asses. See, because y'all think we stupid, right? People from Baltimore ain't stupid, okay? I went to Baltimore City public schools, all right? I was in Baltimore City public school education, okay? But I also graduated with honors from college.
With a Baltimore City education.
With a Baltimore City education, okay? Now, this is the thing. We ain't stupid. We know y'all game, okay? We ain't dumb. We know y'all don't like Lamar. I've seen the tweets, y'all calling him a monkey and all this other stuff, making him look like a slave. It's like, okay, all right. You think he don't see that? Okay. You don't know the beast that's going to be unleashed. You think you want to call him a monkey, all that now? Watch the beast that gets unleashed at Highmark Stadium Sunday night. Prime time.
For the second time this year.
Watch Derrick Henry take belt to ass to y'all. I want to see y'all try to tackle him for 4 quarters. You know what I'm saying?
Have fun with that.
We'll get to that. But right, the Bills one, we'll get to that. We'll get to that at the end, right? When we kind of talk about, that matchup. Back to the Steelers. Belt to ass, bro. What did you see?
Belt to ass? I mean, what I see? I saw their star wide receiver, George Pickens, got to push off just to get a catch. Oh, and lo and behold, that was a flag. And that was brought back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I didn't see anything really from the Steelers. I saw them trying. That's what I saw, trying. And then if you want to get technical with it, at the end of the game, why it even became 28-14 was because the Ravens said, we got the game. We have the game. We don't, they did the run pass at the end of the game. Thank you, Munkin, to run out the clock. They knew they had the game. They ran the clock and got out of there. That's what I saw. I questioned the fact that the Ravens offense gave up because I wanted more points. I wanted them to do the 30, the 40 points on the Steelers because they could have. If they wanted to, they could have. But they were like, you know what? We got the game. We got 4 scores. Let's get out of here. Healthy as we can be and move on to next week in the playoffs. But belt to ass, that's what I saw.
Thank you. Belt to ass. And again, what I was going to get to is this. Don't let these people gaslight you into thinking the Steelers were like bums. The Steelers were a good team. They were 10-3, okay? They were 10-3. Now, did they lose their last 5? Yes. But I'm going to tell you why they lost their last 5. Let me just run down their last 5 games. Okay, brother? I'm going to run them down real quick. The last 5 games for the Steelers to end the season were at the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, they're one of the best teams in the NFC.
Oh.
At the Baltimore Ravens, arguably the best team in the AFC. At home against the Chiefs, the number 1 seed in the AFC. Okay. And then against the Bengals, right? Against the Bengals who were fighting for their playoff lives. And we all know, and I'm not going to talk because you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. The only other quarterback, right, that I have some respect for in the NFL, right? Sam Darnold, you kind of losing it, man. You're killing me. We'll get to you in a second. But man, Joe Burrow's a dog. That dude's a dog. You understand what I'm saying?
Joe cool.
Joe's a dog. Okay? You got 2 of the best receivers in the NFL, great, but Joe's a dog. He be getting cracked. Bro, he don't complain. He don't look for flags. Joe be playing. I got respect for Joe Burrow. The rest of you clowns, nah, I ain't got no respect for you. Yeah, they play in our division, but shit, bro. Joe be going to work. I give him props. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog. The Bengals ain't no slouch.
Never. To be honest, they never.
And then they played the Ravens again in the playoffs. So you played the best competition. The Steelers hit their best competition at the end of the year. That's why. But they were no push-off. I mean, they were no pushover. They were still one of the best defenses in the NFL. Don't get that twisted. You just saw the utter dominance that the Ravens can have over certain teams when they play their game. Okay? They had the one drive, bro, 13 plays, all runs.
That's right. Lamar Jackson.
Basically, Lamar and Derrick.
That's it. That's it. Yep.
That's it.
Was it the opening drive too? I believe it was the opening drive, all runs.
No, that was their second touchdown drive. I think that was in the second quarter. That was in the second quarter.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, because the first touchdown was to Bate, remember?
That was to Bate.
Yeah, Bate caught the first touchdown.
That was to Bate.
That was their first drive. That was their first drive of the game. They went 95 yards. That was too easy. 95 yards.
95 yards is too easy. You hear that?
Right. And the Steelers thought they were doing something by taking the ball. And they were like, okay, yeah, y'all can have it. Shut them down. And that defense was, man, we'll get to the defense. Man, they were flocking all over the field.
That's right.
That's the kind of defense we're going to need for the next 3 weeks. They want to lift that Lombardi. That defense going to have to play like that. But they've been playing like, guys, I know we haven't been on the air for the last 7 to 8 weeks, but we said this, okay? This point was made. And we had confidence that the defense could get themselves together. If the defense got themselves together and this offense is clicking, the offense sputtered a little bit in the middle of the season, but now they back on point. This team is scary. Nobody in the NFL wants to play this team. Nobody.
Not at all.
Not this Lamar. They don't want to see this Lamar. Those Bill fans, y'all scared. Y'all remember week 4. Y'all can talk all this. Oh, well, we didn't have Matt Milano. Who is Matt? Matt Milano ain't Ray Lewis, bro.
Hey.
Matt Milano ain't Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Matt Milano ain't Roquan Smith. He's a pretty good, and this is the problem. He's a pretty good linebacker. He doesn't stop the run. You guys don't stop the run good, period. Your defense is not that good. Your defensive line is average. They don't do any one thing good. They're very light in the behind, so which means they can't stop the run. The linebackers are not good to stop. They're better in pass coverage. Your secondary is suspect. They definitely don't want to stop the run. Man, I would just run it on y'all all day. I would just come straight out. We're going to run on y'all. Stop it.
Well, hey, bro, no, 100%. When you got a back as big as Derrick Henry, he's as big as a linebacker, and he's faster than a linebacker. How scary is that? They don't even want to contest it. Them Steelers, Hayward, Watt, they was in disbelief. Hayward was thinking about not coming back. I don't know, man. I'm gassed. I'm over here down on one knee. Help me. What?
You see him?
Yeah. So, right?
Bro, that was in the second quarter. Like, he was gassed in the second quarter.
Done. And Watt's over there like, what's happening? What's going on? Don't get me wrong. Watt's great. One of the greats. Couldn't stop Derrick Henry. Couldn't stop the run.
Man, I was I was watching some of the because I watch other I when I go on YouTube, I watch other teams' podcasts just to see what y'all say about certain players. Man, some of them dudes was talking about TJ Watt don't show up in big games. He don't. I think I said this earlier. Yeah, TJ Watt. Myles Garrett is still the best defensive player in the NFL. And that's what y'all don't understand. Do y'all understand what we have to go against 6 times a year? TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, and then Hubbard and Hutchinson in Cincinnati. And you think we scared of y'all? Man, you think we scared of Chris Jones? Bro, you know Myles Garrett, we got to go against Myles Garrett twice a year. You think we scared of some Chris Jones? Man, please.
Not at all.
Garrett, he's another one, bro. I love watching. Myles Garrett is a monster. But I respect that dude.
Oh, no. Respect is there, but he ain't get that bonus on that game when he was trying to get his sacks. Look, Myles Garrett, you great. But I mean, it's Lamar Jackson, bro. I saw you out there trying. I saw you.
Of course he's trying. Yeah, of course he's trying.
But see that, but that's the thing, like right there, the best out there, and I mean they're just, oh, it's another Sunday. Oh wait, it's playoffs. It's another Saturday. It's an unstoppable force when you have Derrick Henry, one of the biggest backs in the league. He's fast. You got Lamar Jackson, elusive and accurate. Lamar, look, bro, I've been waiting 8 weeks to apologize to you, my boy. Your passes is on point. Those teardrops that you just put in there, to Bateman, to Andrews, to Likely.
Yo, don't talk about my boy Isaiah. You see him send that dude into the stratosphere?
Oh yeah, he did.
He came out the other side of the matrix.
Man, Likely, I really like Likely. You saw the pass. You saw the pass. He stretches straight out, catches the pass, and still just I think it was probably the same play. He just mushed that dude like, get off me, man.
He did. He little boy that dude, man.
And look, that's the thing. He can do it. You know, Derrick Henry can do it. He mushed dude right out the way. He fell off his feet. He just fell down. I don't want no more.
He sent Minka. Did you see somebody did the and that's why I say, bro, I love the internet is undefeated. All right. Did you see the video compilation they put together where he just manhandled Minka Fitzpatrick and put him on the plane to Cabo? Bro, you gotta see it.
I gotta see it. You know what? I've seen other compilations like that. Like it's like AI, right? Yeah, I think something happens and the whole scene just changes.
I mean, bro, it was crazy. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, bro. It really was. I was laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, Minka Fitzpatrick got in Derrick Henry's way. You know,
that's what happened. Yeah.
Number 20. Cameron, he got in
he got away.
He got in Isaiah Likely's way twice. First, he little boy them caught the ball over him, had it out here, one hand playing with it. And then, man, when he caught that pass over the middle, he literally he put that dude through the ground. I think he came out the other side of China, bro. I think he came out in China.
Man,
remember Bugs Bunny back in the day, bro? He would dig a hole in the ground, pop up in China.
Right, yeah.
He started early. He went through the field. That was, man, you know what? God, it was so beautiful because it's our rival, right?
That's what made it the best thing in the world, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. As much as they talk about Lamar struggling with the Steelers, last 2 games against the Steelers, he doubled them up in points and he made them look silly. As tough as that defense is, don't get into it. Don't let people gaslight you into thinking that at least the defense wasn't top notch. They put up 34 and 28, I think, on that defense, right? Because they doubled them up. Or what was it? 34-17, right? Yeah. They doubled them up twice. Double digits. All right. So
Both
Lamar
games
hasn't had any problems against that Steelers team. All right. So y'all can go ahead with that.
And here's another point to that. This is postseason Lamar Jackson that you're watching. Doesn't seem like anything has changed at all. If anything, it's gotten better.
Yeah. All I'm saying is John Harbaugh don't get in the way.
That's it. No, that's it. Look, congratulate the guys on a touchdown and just stay on the sideline, bro.
Don't get in the way.
Let Todd Monken let him cook.
You know the scariest thing I saw on Saturday night? I saw John Harbaugh with a play sheet, and I said, "Oh God, what is he?"
No, wait a minute, wait. What? Okay, I get the play sheet. Now, was he? Did he look like he was reading, or was just covering his mouth?
I'm too scared to say. I have no idea.
I think he was covering his mouth because everything was still good.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna say he was just like, hey, good job, guys.
Right. Yeah. Because for a second he was looking like Peter Griffin with the Denny's with the Denny's menu.
No, man, no, you can't. Look, don't order off that menu, bro. Just
you know what I'm saying?
On the sideline.
For those of you who get that reference, y'all get it, But look, Ravens offense, Lamar, 16-21, 175, 2 touchdowns, one to Bate, one to Hill. Numerous big plays down the field. Likely, Andrews caught one, which is big because Mark has been big in the regular season and come up short in the playoffs. But look, he came up big yesterday on Saturday. Nelson Aguilar showed up.
Yeah,
Tyler
man.
Wallace showed up. Bate's always open. I say that every week. Bateman's open because he is, right? Man, you just Derrick Henry, 26 for 186.
Crazy.
My guy, have a day. Seriously, have a day. Have a debut for the Baltimore Ravens against the Steelers. Have a day.
Hey, you know,
in the Ravens, in the Ravens organization, they said you're not a Ravens until you beat the Steelers.
That's
God
it.
damn.
That's it.
Matt, you a Raven, bro. You a Raven.
2 times.
Through and through.
2 times.
Through and through. You know what I'm saying? Through and through. For real.
You know, hey, real quick, the funny thing about Derrick Henry, I never see him going out for the passes, man. What do you think? I never see, you know how they dump it off to Justice Hill? He caught a few. Well, I'm talking about, the flats, that's the flats. I've seen them, in the flats. I'm talking about running back goes up the middle and just quick turn, hands. I don't see that.
He's done it a couple times throughout the season. Not on Saturday, but I've seen him do a few. It's not really the strong point of his game.
Right.
But it's there. I'm going to be honest. As I'm watching, I watched this game, of course, but as I'm watching, I watched all the games, all the playoff games, all the way through. Well, except the Vikings. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But even in that game, bro, I'm watching these running backs just come out and just be wide open, take 5, take 6 yards. The Bills are notorious for it. And that's something the Ravens better be ready. You better be ready for these backs coming out the backfield. Okay? Because Josh Allen will take those checkdowns. That's been the difference this year. He doesn't have as many turnovers because of James Cook, number one, who Bills fans will gaslight you like that man ain't good because they want Josh Allen to win an MVP. And, bro, he'll take that check down. You know what I mean? That's what's made him into a better quarterback. Seriously.
No, 100%.
But man, that was the offense, man. But, bro, let's talk about this defense.
You want to talk about
Your
defense?
boy's good, though. Your boy's good.
Oh, Humphrey? He good?
He's good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
All right.
He came back in the game. It was just a little thumb. He probably just scratched his. He probably just scratched his fingernail. He go get a manicure. He good.
He'll be good. He'll be all right.
He'll probably go get a massage like Lamar. Remember Lamar said, "Man, I'm getting a massage tomorrow." He took a shot in the back, which I think was a little dirty, man. He
was on the ground already. He was on the ground.
He took a knee in the back that I didn't like.
Right, he had no reason falling on him at all. Like he's down, bro. What's going on? Not to mention getting slammed out of bounds, almost out of bounds, but still unnecessary.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that was a chump move, But man, this defense had a day.
Oh, they
flying
did.
All over the field. They were flying all over the field.
Yeah, I got some stats for you.
What you got?
Whenever you Darius Washington had 7 tackles, 5 solos.
Ooh,
Roquan Smith had 5 tackles, 3 solos. Meta BK 4 tackles, 3 solos. Like they were. 2 sacks. Yep, 2 sacks. Meta BK, love Meta BK. Marlon Humphreys, he had 4 tackles, 2 solos. So he was out there. We know he's a little seasoned, but he's still out there. He's doing it. He's doing his thing. Malik Harrison had 4 tackles, 2 solos. Brandon Stevens 4 tackles, 1 solo. And Kyle Hamilton, he had 3 tackles, but they were all of them were assists, but he was still involved. And still love Kyle Hamilton. Definitely.
Kyle's a unicorn. Yeah, he's the one guy where you can put him anywhere, bro. Kyle Hamilton, you can put him on the defensive line and he would put in work.
Oh, that's right. And look, credit to the big man. Look, the guy that he shows up. Michael Pierce.
Yeah.
He also had a sack that game.
Yeah.
Michael Pierce.
Man. Big man.
Big man. Big
man.
the biggest man out there. But yet he got an interception last week. How about that?
How about that? And look, for all you Bills fans, right? He didn't play in that first game. He didn't play in week 4. He wasn't there.
That's right. Yeah.
And we still stuffed y'all. And y'all think y'all gonna run the ball now? What are y'all gonna do if y'all can't run the ball with Cook? Because you're not gonna be able to run the ball. Broderick Washington wasn't even in the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And see, now we got that rotation back. We got Matabike, Pierce, Travis Jones, Broderick Washington. Those D tackles, we set. They are not running the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's just not happening.
Oh, no, that's true. And not to mention Adafe Owe. He had 1 tackle solo, and it was a sack.
I'd like to see more.
I would definitely like to see more. I mean, we got 3 players. I mean, of course,
he's gonna have to come up big.
I feel like he's gonna have to. I mean, Matabike, I mean, he can't be the one getting all these sacks, but I mean, he can. Right. I wouldn't be mad. He can. But you got Matabike getting the sacks. You got Owe getting the sacks. You got Pierce getting the sacks. I mean, like, we got defenders getting to the ball. Buffalo fans, think about that for a moment. We getting to the ball.
If they're flying to the ball against Buffalo like they did against the Steelers, it's lights out. Might as well turn the lights off.
Yeah, pretty much. Better look, Josh Allen better pray for that offensive line.
You have to pressure him, and the one thing the Ravens do good is they pressure up the middle really good with those D tackles. They clog the lanes and they pressure up the middle, right?
Right.
And they just have to do a good job at containing Josh, and don't let him get to his right. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. He's like a good right-handed basketball player. Don't let him go right. If you force him left, you take away a lot of his strength. Because then he has to turn his body to make that throw. He loves go. If you can contain him from going right, you got him.
So would that be Darius Washington's job? Because I think Kyle Hamilton's on the left. He usually blitzes. Well, they swap.
Well, I mean more like from the line. So that's more probably Van Noy.
I'm talking about the blitz on the corners.
That'll probably be Marlowe.
Or
Kyle. Well, Kyle usually comes from the right. So that'll probably be, if they blitz that way, yeah. I mean, if they bring a safety or if they bring a DB down, that's either going to be probably Marlowe, or if they want to bring a linebacker, I would say probably Malik. But Malik's going to be more in there for the run than the pass. Because I would love to see, and even Board, I would love to see Board. He's come on a lot better.
Chris Board? Yep.
Yeah, Chris Board's come on a lot better. I wouldn't even mind. I don't know if we're going to spy Josh or not. I'm going to be honest. I would spy Josh.
I would too. No, I would spy
him with Kyle Hamilton.
I would. He runs, but he's slow. Josh Allen, bro, you're slow. Don't get me wrong. It's cool that you run. Good. You want to be versatile. You want to be like Lamar Jackson. I get it. You're slow.
Everybody wants to be Lamar.
I mean, even this is a little bit off topic. Jaden Daniels. Now he's a runner.
Yeah.
And Washington won.
But that was his, his comp coming out of college was Lamar Jackson.
Boom.
Which is crazy though, right? Because he's not even a quarterback. But
that's true, yeah.
And you heard, and I tweeted this, bro. You heard Steve Smith say it, and Steve Smith wasn't lying. Lamar Jackson is the standard now. He's the standard. I don't care who's playing, whether it's Mahomes, whether it's Allen, whether it's, like you said, Josh Daniels, whether it's Joe Burrow, whether it's Jalen Hurts, Lamar always gets mentioned. I don't give a darn who's playing. They always bring up Lamar.
They always bring up Lamar. He's breaking every record. He's breaking his own records.
Right. He is the standard, you know. if Kyle Hamilton's a unicorn on defense, Lamar Jackson's a unicorn on offense.
100%.
He is literally one of one.
And Derrick Henry's just Bigfoot.
Literally one of one. Yo, he's an incredible Hulk, bro.
Yeah. Incredible
Hulk running through there.
Oh my gosh, it's so scary. I would never want to see someone that big running at me that fast.
Bro, you got grown men making business decisions when that dude starts good.
Yeah. Should I go high or go low or get out of the way? I would say get out of the way.
You see Queen, and they came out. Oh, he had the flu. I'm not saying. Look, I don't know none of these dudes. These dudes in the NFL, I'm not going to say they quit. I'm never going to tell a man who has put in so much work to get into the National Football League. That's less than 1% of the guys who play college ball, right?
Right.
But I don't want to say they quit. I will never say a man quit, but their will got broken. I will say that. You could tell their will was broken. They knew once it was 21-0, yeah, man, and I give them credit, they fought back, right? And I think the Ravens kind of took a step back and they got but see, that's the problem too. I'm not the only one who was nervous, right? Once we were up big.
Yeah.
Every Ravens fan was sitting on their hands like, oh God. When it was 21-7, it's like, oh Lord.
Here we go.
What is going on? And then when Derrick broke that touchdown, it's like, oh, it was like a sigh of relief. Like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. And then they scored again. It's like, oh Lord, here we go. Now we up 14. But the defense tightened up like they were supposed to and shut them down.
That's it.
And that was it. It was a beautiful thing, man. It was a beautiful thing.
And look, credit to what you said. I would say I'm a genuine Ravens fan. Yes, I was sitting there like, oh boy, here we go. And then the Ravens go 3 and out, and I'm like, oh man, wait, it's about to happen. It's about to be a game again.
Yeah, but it really wasn't. I mean, they call them those moon balls, right? And Russ is known for but that's the Steelers' offense. Throw it down and see what happens. And Mike Williams burnt them, and
George Pickens.
What's the other kid? No, it wasn't Pickens. Who's the other guy they have? His name's eluding me.
Hold on.
He's pretty good though. Oh, Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin got him, and then Pickens got him for the touchdown. But yeah, besides that, Mike Williams catch, the Austin catch, and then the touchdown to Pickens, which I don't know what they were doing on that. I mean, he just caught it, spun off, and he walked in the end zone. They Wiggins and Adarius, and that was the one bonehead play Adarius had. I don't know what he was trying to do or what he was going for, but you just ran past him, which is kind of weird. But you take those plays away, man, that game was utter domination. Seriously. Like, Russell had 270. That most of those came on those just long throws, effort. Somebody is down there. Let's see who catches it. But the Ravens, you can't give those up. You can't give those up. I don't think the Bills have a guy who can really stretch the field that way, but you still can't let a guy just get open that way because like that guy Shakir is good. He'll get open. You're gonna have to watch that. And they have Amari Cooper again. And people, Bills fans bringing up Amari Cooper like we don't know Amari Cooper. Bro, we played for the Browns for like 4 or 5 seasons. We know Amari Cooper.
Yeah, we know Amari Cooper.
Okay? I don't want to say we're not worried about Amari Cooper, but bro, we know Amari Cooper. Okay? We know his game. And they haven't even been using him like that. You know what I mean? They haven't. So
look, and just like Kansas City with Hollywood Brown? We know Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
We know how he played for the Ravens. We know Hollywood Brown. We're not worried about it.
If they get past Houston and we get to Kansas City,
we know Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, we know Hollywood's game. And Hopkins. Like, we never really had a problem with Hopkins like that, even when he was with Houston. So
yeah.
I like our matchup against anybody if we play this style of Ravens football. Don't abandon the run. Don't stop. If we get down 7, damn it, don't stop running the ball.
That's right.
Don't stop running the ball.
Yep.
But, man, to put a bow on that, belt the ass.
No,
Belt the ass.
100% belt to ass. Will definitely put a ball in that. But one little thing I'd like to chime in on, Kyle Hamilton, you're amazing. That one mishap we had that resulted in that Steelers touchdown, where it was like a stutter step for like a second, maybe a second and a half. Maybe you're unsure, and he got behind you.
I don't know if that was him or Brandon Stevens, because he was trying to let Stevens know something. And I don't know if Stevens just didn't pay attention, but that dude ran past Stevens, and then Stevens started running with him.
Right.
So, bro, I don't.
I would say it's a joint thing. I would say I don't know. I don't know the reaction time.
I would say 70% Stevens, maybe 30% Hamilton, but it really does look like Hamilton was trying to signal something to him.
He was, yeah.
And then took a stutter step, and then like, oh shit, he gonna get beat. Then he took off.
Okay.
Like he saw he was gonna get beat. And it's like, oh shit, let me get back. And it was too late.
Right.
You know what I mean? So again, I can't say, oh man, that's on you, Kyle. But I mean, again, I'm not in their defensive backfield, so I don't know what they said when they hit the sidelines. But look, Brandon Stevens is probably the weakest link. Tre'Davious White, I mean, he was a pickup off the street, basically. So ooh, man, it's tough.
You said Brandon Stevens?
Yeah, man.
We might just
I don't know.
I mean, after McAllister, maybe we should just retire 21. What do you think? Because it seems like everybody just wants to pick up 21. Not that great. Not that great. Maybe just gotta retire the number. Maybe it's the number.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he was good last year. This year, he fell off that cliff. He fell off that cliff. Man.
Got you. All right. I would say in better news, in other news,
in worse news, the Vikings did what Minnesota teams do. They got embarrassed. God, man, I just that was an utter embarrassment. I'm not gonna lie.
Belt to ass.
Yeah, they took belt to ass.
They took belt to ass.
They took belt to ass. They Sam Darnold, he didn't do himself any favors. I mean, 4 or 5 weeks ago, man, people were talking about why isn't he getting MVP considerations, and you saw in the last 2 weeks why. Kevin O'Connell did one thing for that guy that nobody else could have done. He kind of resurrected his career a little bit. He got things out of Sam Darnold that nobody else really could. But at the end of the day, we saw who Darnold is. He's still seeing ghosts. He holds the ball way too long. But teams know that, and they get pressure on him. The Rams had 9 goddamn sacks.
9
sacks, bro. Okay?
Yep.
Seriously.
Yeah.
How? How do you give up 9 sacks?
Well, like you said, Sam Darnold holding the ball way too long. Like you said, seeing ghosts. I saw a couple of those plays. Actually, a majority of them. Offensive line, yes, it crumbled. Yes, there was pressure, but it wasn't any. I would say there was no initiation going on by Sam Darnold. He stayed in the pocket way too long. I mean, trying to get out when it's too late, taking the sacks. It looked to me as if they also at one point in time abandoned the run because, I mean, it wasn't working. I mean, to that token, it wasn't working. But at the same time, when you abandon it and you go one-dimensional and they're getting through your offensive line, it's just a recipe for chaos, really. I mean, not to mention... Yeah.
It's hard to run the ball when it was 20? It was 24-3 at half.
Yeah.
It was over. Some of those BS calls, though, like, you can't tell me fuck the NFL refs sometimes, though, man, and the NFL itself. That was
Agreed.
a fumble. I don't give a shit what nobody says. That's a fumble. At worst, it's intentional grounding. Ain't no fucking way you can tell me a guy's in the grasp of the defender, head down, and he just happens to drop the ball, kind of just try to flick the ball forward to get an incomplete pass. That's utter bullshit. How are you going to tell me it wasn't intentional ground? He couldn't even see who he was throwing it to.
How about that?
How is that a pass? When you got, man, if you watched the Manning cast last night, you had 2 NFL quarterbacks and one of the best coaches in NFL history, and Bill Belichick, saying, how the hell was that a pass? That's not a pass. They calling that a pass? Really? Bro, come on, man. Come on. I get it. It's a good feel-good story, man. I'm praying for the people of LA. It's one of the worst tragedies this country's ever seen. You got people out here politicizing it, but we're not going to get into that. We don't talk politics on this podcast.
Hell no.
We talk ball. But bro, those are some BS freaking calls, bro. Those are some BS calls.
No, exactly. And if you look at the first time that the Vikings played the Rams at the end of the game,
man,
no, it's literally the same thing. That was a blatant face mask. Everybody's, hey, what's going on here? And
everybody saw it.
Yeah, everybody saw it like nothing. And I mean, it's kind of getting out of hand with these refs. With, that's the one thing that I hate about the NFL. And I gotta say this: when they throw a flag and they watch the replay, whatever, checking everything, and they say, "Oh, nothing happened." I didn't see enough, or they didn't see that. It's like, why can't they call the flag on it when they slow it down and actually see what's happening? Why does it have to be in the heat of the moment?
What I'm saying is, man, how can you justify that being a pass? Just explain that to me.
No, you can't.
Like I'm three. How can you justify that being a pass? So you mean to tell me any quarterback, if you're about to get tackled, literally, just put your head down, just flick the ball forward. Just flick it 1 yard forward, and it'll be an incomplete pass. That's all you got to do. That's it. It's utter bullshit. Because we had to deal with that the last week against the damn Lions when the guy was getting sacked in the end zone, and he literally just threw it and hit the back of his lineman. How is that not intentional ground? And it should have been a safety. How? Man, okay. Let me calm down.
I wouldn't say calm down. It's bullshit. I wouldn't say calm down. This is the officiating in this fucking league. And excuse me, I'm sorry. F-bomb. Oh my God.
But you got officials going over to Josh Allen apologizing for shit.
Well, Mahomes, like, hey, we got you, man. No, that's on him. That's on him. Don't worry about it. That's on him. You're good.
How does that happen? How do you get the head official walking to not even to the freaking sidelines, bro, to the bench, to the Bills bench to go talk to Josh Allen? Pat him on the head.
And that was that Detroit game, right?
No, that was the game. That was that game on Sunday against the Broncos. Well, you didn't see that? He literally walked over to the bench and was talking to him. Pat him on the head. Come on, man.
He's probably married to his daughter.
And you want us to believe that everything is refereed officiated fairly and equally. Come on, man.
Hell no.
I haven't seen none of y'all do that for Lamar. None of them come over and talk to Lamar. I mean, not even to the sideline, bro. The bench. He walked all the way to the bench. And for those of you who've never played football, the bench is at least 10 to 15 yards back from the sidelines. At least.
You got to have the benches far enough back so if they run out of bounds, they don't, run into the bench and the other players and hurt themselves. So just know that there's space. It's quite a ways.
There's plenty of it, But man, look, It's the end. It was the end of the season for the Vikings. I will say this as a Vikings fan. I couldn't put the Vikings hat on today. I just couldn't. It hurt my heart. So I'm rocking the Capitals hat today. Shout out to the Caps. Hopefully Ovechkin passes Gretzky. 23 away and counting. So shout out to the Caps. But man, I'm optimistic. I mean, they overachieved, right? It was a great season because the Vikings overachieved. Some people were picking them to finish last in the division, behind the Bears. Okay. So a 14-win season overachieved. And that's why I'm not that upset. Okay. I'm more upset about only losing to the Vikings only lost to two damn teams this year. The Lions and the Rams twice. Make that make sense.
No, they're a great team. I was watching that game in disbelief, bro. I couldn't put two and two together.
The Rams aren't sorry, but they're not. The Rams aren't that good. They still only won 10 games. The Rams are not that. What you saw Monday night, that is not the real Rams team. It's not. What you saw Saturday night, the Ravens, that's the Ravens' real team. Anybody can see that. Everybody knows that. That Rams team, that was not the Rams. That was not their normal team. You're going to see that in the next coming weeks. When they, not saying the Vikings, again, the Vikings overachieved. I'm not saying the Vikings were a bad team. The Vikings literally overachieved for everybody who's listening. And that's why we said it even at the beginning of this, beginning of this podcast this year, we were so high on Kevin O'Connell. And bro, why did I keep bringing up Kevin O'Connell? I said he's one of the best coaches because he's getting what? He's getting the best out of his team, right?
That's right.
I screamed it to the rooftops, right? I screamed it to the rooftops. We kept praising Kevin O'Connell because he got the best out of this team. If this was an orange, I swear to you, he squeezed every single freaking ounce of pulp out of this orange. If this team was an orange, I'm not kidding you.
Oh, he's a great coach. Great coach.
Seriously. All right. Sam Darnold turned into a pumpkin. It happened. He did. Sam Darnold turned into a freaking pumpkin. He did. But it was bound to, and I knew it was going to happen eventually. I think all of us knew, bro. My buddy, we were saying like, okay, look, I mean, how long is this gonna go? That's why I'm not killing the Vikings today. You overachieved. And it was a good season. I will say this: the NFL needs to change the format. Though, there's no way a 14-win team should be a 5 seed. I don't care what nobody says.
No, that's kind of ridiculous, right? 14 wins.
Divisions don't matter. Oh, win your division. Yeah, win your division. Yeah, you won 10 games, 9-10 games. Shut up. Your team is mid, and you're not going to make it.
Mid.
Just like the Bucks. You won 10 games, and you got beat by the Commanders.
Mayfield.
The Rams are not that good. They were running off of just emotion and adrenaline, and they had a good game plan, and Sam Darnold turned into a freaking pumpkin. Congratulations on the win. You're not going to the Super Bowl. You're not. I'm saying this right now. Let me look into the camera. If the Rams make the Super Bowl, it's because the NFL wanted them to go. This will be on YouTube for everybody to see. Bookmark that. If the Rams make the Super Bowl, it will be because the National Football League wanted them to go. Period.
I'll put a caption in the description.
Yeah, so people know.
We said it. Looking into the camera. If the Rams go to the Super Bowl, it's because the NFL wanted them to. Period. Rams are not that good.
They're not. But this season's over.
I guess they really had. I guess I guess they really had some fire under their ass. That's all I can say.
Oh man, it's too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah, that's too soon. Man, people out there losing their lives, losing their homes. Man, I'm not gonna. And fuck the Rams, but the people of LA, I'm praying for you.
Too soon. Too soon. I'm sorry, LA Rams. You're still not that good. But I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, you're still not that good. Y'all can kiss my ass, but people of LA,
only you can prevent forest fires.
Let's see, bro. Nah, that's not any fun. We can't do that.
I'm sorry. All right,
we can't do that. Nah, seriously, that's not funny.
That's not funny.
People out there losing their homes. Man. You know what I'm saying? People evacuating, losing their home. I'm praying for them, man. I hope they're okay.
No, in genuine
they
status.
Have a lot to rebuild. Yeah, they have a lot to rebuild, man. And I really do. I hope those individuals who were affected,
right?
Praying for y'all. You know, seriously, God bless y'all, and you know, hopefully y'all can get back on y'all feet.
100%. No, actually, that is 100%.
You know, but fuck the Rams.
Fuck the Rams.
Just saying. You know,
but,
man, look, you know, we've been rolling with this. You want to do a quick kind of preview of the Ravens Bills?
Yeah, let's.
We can do that.
Yes.
Before we get out of here,
we could do that. Yeah. Okay, so
we almost had an hour, right?
We're almost at an hour. 51.
51. Okay, good. So we got good time. We got 10 minutes, right? Okay, so and when is that game? What are we talking about here?
We're talking about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Sunday.
Okay, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Sunday night, Highmark Stadium. The last game of divisional, and the divisional weekend is the best weekend in football. It's the most exciting weekend in football. I would argue it's better than Super Bowl, seriously, because this is when you get to the divisional round. This is the cream of the crop. This is it. These are the best teams in the National Football League. In the AFC, it's the same 4 teams from last year. The NFC, dog shit. Anyway,
Talk shit.
Anyway, but the best weekend in football. We got the last game of the slate, so you know this is the biggest game. I hate fucking Tony Romo, bro. He slurps Josh Allen like a porn star.
I was gonna say like Folgers in your cup, but shit.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, you slurp coffee,
he loves
right?
that dude. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, he does.
Dude loves Josh Allen. And I can't stand it, man. I might have to mute the TV. I can't stand this dude. And then I got to listen to him talk about Josh Allen the whole time. Josh Allen, man, you know what I'm saying? He do a wet fart. Hey, Jim, did you see? It's probably coming down his leg, Jim. I've never seen that before. It's just so great. Like, Tony, it was just a wet ass fart. Bro, that's it.
That's it.
Calm down. Like, seriously, calm down. You know? But it's the biggest game of the playoffs so far. Hands down. You got the 2 MVP front runners, although I think Lamar should win his 3rd. But people talk about they do want to give it to Josh until the All-Pro came out, and then the odds changed for some reason. So that's why I think Lamar will probably win his 3rd. But I don't think Bills fans know what could happen to them on Sunday. This Lamar is different. He's got Derrick Henry next to him and not some average ass running back. That should scare you.
No, that's actually really, really good. That should really scare you.
That should scare you.
Okay. All right. So, talking about the matchup. So on the game odds, let's talk about the money line real quick. The Ravens are negative 120. The Buffalo Bills are even. So what it looks like to me, they're slightly at the money line pushing for the Ravens. Overall matchup predictions, though, is super tight. You're talking Ravens 49.7% to win, and the Bills 50.3%.
That means the Ravens are favored. Well, what's the line? Is it still at negative 1.5? I mean, is it still 1.5 for the Bills? 1.5?
Yes.
Or is it just at 1?
Well, now actually it says 1. Yeah.
So now it's back to 1.
Yeah.
I think it opened at 1.5, but home teams get 3 points off the rip. So the Ravens are favored. Vegas is favoring the Ravens. You know what I mean? Because and everybody knows that. In the odds, the home team gets 3 points off the rip. So if the Bills are -1, then that means the Ravens are +2.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, they're giving the Ravens, basically it's the Ravens are really -2 if you look at it, because it's like, yeah, the Ravens are kind of favorite in this game.
I mean, no, they are.
As they should be, because and they've thought, and I have to show this really quick. Give me 1 second. I got to pull this up.
Okay.
It's gonna take me 1 second. Okay. The biggest thing people were talking about is how the Bills were undefeated at home this year. Okay. Let me give you the Bills opponents this year. Now they're 9-0. Let me give you the Bills opponents at home this year.
8-0 at home.
I'm sorry, 8-0 at home. You're right. 8-0 at home. Well, I said 9-0 because the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs. Okay, playoffs. Yeah.
Right.
We'll count it.
Well, okay. These were the Bills, the Bills home games this year. The Cardinals, the Jaguars.
Oh God.
I'm not even done.
Shh.
The Titans.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Just keep going. Go ahead.
The Dolphins.
Oh my shit.
The Dolphins. The Chiefs. Okay. The Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs. Okay. At home.
Okay.
The 49ers.
Mid.
Who were trash this year. The Patriots.
Come on.
The Jets.
Get a real team. Get a real team.
And of course, last week, the Broncos. So if you're looking at it, they beat what? Really 2 teams with a winning record at home.
How about that?
And that's the Chiefs and the Broncos. And we all know the Broncos weren't what they were a playoff team. Rookie quarterback. Trust me, the Broncos weren't that good. So the only real legit team they beat this year at home was the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Right? And it was a banged up Chiefs team. Okay.
That week.
You beating the Jets, the Patriots, the 49ers, the Dolphins, the Titans,
the Jaguars,
and the Cardinals in week 1. And you barely beat the Cardinals in week 1. Bro, who's scared of that schedule? Like, no wonder. I mean, come on. Seriously. No wonder you were undefeated at home. You didn't play anybody. And that's the thing. They had one of the weakest strength of schedules this year, and they still only had 1 more win than the Ravens.
How about that? Not to mention the Ravens.
Not to mention in week 4, granted, on the road in Baltimore, 35-10. You want to talk about belt to ass?
Belt to ass.
That was why didn't you do your homework?
And that was Buffalo Bills. For all who don't know, that was Buffalo Bills at Baltimore.
Seriously, that was why didn't you do what I told you to do? Why you didn't take out the trash kind of ass? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I remember those. I'm just saying.
Why you didn't cut the grass kind of ass?
Oh, shit. There it is.
Why you bring home this report card?
That's belt to ass. No, that's belt to ass.
That's belt to ass. I've gotten 1 or 2 of those.
That is belt to ass.
But what we're saying is, I'm confident that this Ravens team can go in there and get a win. I am. If we play Ravens football.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Period. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think the Ravens, if they play Ravens football, they got it. They're 6-3 on the road. So, I mean, already they've won most of their road games. They've beat the Bills before. And then talking about comparing the stats, let's compare the stats right now. Lamar Jackson on the season has 4,172 yards to Josh Allen's 3,731. Also, Lamar Jackson, 41 touchdowns to 4 interceptions to Josh Allen's 28 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
That's a 10-to-1 ratio.
Oh no, most definitely. That's just can't make this up. 41-4. The man is like that's unheard of for a Ravens quarterback. 41.
I think that's
touchdowns.
one of the first times in NFL history that's gone down. 40 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and
look,
three of those picks shouldn't even happen.
Yes.
Only one of those interceptions were kind of legit.
That's it. And let's talk about on the ground. How about this? Let's talk about on the ground. Now, both of the running backs do have, Derrick Henry and Cook got 16 touchdowns. They do. But you talking 1,921 yards for my man Derrick Henry and only about 1,009 for Cook. I don't see Cook really letting loose on the Ravens defense. I don't see it. Derrick Henry, on the other hand, with the Bills defense, I think, he'll do it again. Yeah, no, he's going to do it again.
Cook's a good running back, but I don't see him having the kind of day he normally has against that Ravens defense.
Oh, not at all. Mm-mm.
The Ravens this year have been one of the best run-stopping defenses, and Buffalo has really transitioned to more of a running team. You shut that down, and they will start to press a little bit. And I think that's where you get Josh Allen in trouble. Where he's always gotten in trouble is when he felt like he had to be Superman. Those are when the picks happen. Those are when the fumbles happen. You take away those dump offs and you stop the run and you make him. This is the thing. As good as people say Josh Allen is, make Josh, as you claim, make Lamar Jackson beat you. Okay, go ahead. And he will. Make Josh Allen beat you. Don't let him go right. Shut down the run. Take away those dump offs. You got him.
No, most definitely.
I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. Josh Allen's he's a good quarterback, but he's only doing better this year because he has this running game now. And he's able to take what the defense gives him. But if you take away that running game and if you make him press, you got him. And that was always kind of Lamar's problem too. You make him press, but see, now that Lamar has Derrick Henry, you don't have to.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. No, not at all.
I'm seeing, so like score prediction, honestly, I'm looking at, depending on the weather, if it's cold, which it probably will be, right? That's dumb. It's Buffalo. It's winter. It's going to be cold. I don't know what the wind's going to look like. We might get a little bit of snow. I'm looking at like a 31-17. That's what I'm looking at.
I would
chalk that up.
You know what?
Hold up. 31-17 Ravens.
I'll say 35-17 Ravens. Okay. Because I'm looking at the last 5 games. Ravens won the last 5 games. You know what I mean? They got it. I mean, Buffalo won their last 4 games, beat Detroit, beat New England, the Jets, lost to New England, and then beat Denver. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong now. They put up some decent points, 48 points against Detroit, 40 points against the Jets. You know what I mean? Those are pretty good. But other than that, it's not consistent for the Ravens.
Yeah, bro, those are the Jets.
No, I mean,
you put up a bunch of points against a battered Detroit team. Okay. Their defense is decimated. That Detroit defense is decimated. And then look how many points they gave up. You gave up that many points to Detroit. How many points you going to give up to the Ravens?
No, they're probably going to give up more. I mean, what I'm saying here is they had those 2 good games, high scoring against those teams, right? But the Ravens, the last 5 games, check this out. Against the Giants, 35. Against Pittsburgh Steelers, 34. Against Houston, 31. Mind you, Houston didn't even score a touchdown. They got a safety. 2 points. Right. That's it.
And that's a playoff team. That's a playoff team who just won a playoff game. So one of the teams that's in the divisional game this week, the Ravens beat them boys 31-2 in their house. Just let that sink in.
Let that sink in their house. Also, against the Cleveland Browns, 35. And against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 28. The Ravens scoring is looking way more consistent than the Bills. Way more consistent.
And the defense is playing better.
That's right. Look at I'll put it like this. The Bills gave up 42 points against Detroit, 21 against New England, 14 against the Jets, 16 against New England again, and 7 against Denver. Okay, cool. The Ravens, on the other hand, gave up 14 to the Giants, 17 to Pittsburgh, 2 to Houston, 10 to Cleveland, and 14 to Pittsburgh. They're not giving up more points. Like, between all that, between those last 5 games, oh, hell yeah, the Bills' defense gave up more points than the Ravens' defense. And the Ravens have a more consistent scoring pattern. So I think the Ravens got it, man. I think the Ravens going to go into Buffalo, and they're going to show them who's really the MVP. The consistency is there. And in this league, if you are consistent with your scoring, with your defense, you can win every game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just think this year's different. Again, I'm just going back to Lamar's different this year. And I thought Lamar was different last year, and I think he was. But adding Derrick Henry is like, all right, I don't have to be Superman every game because I got Batman right there. I got Batman right there. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, look, in the DC universe, yeah, Derrick Henry, he's Batman. Because he puts the fear in the hearts of motherfuckers for real. You saw that against Pittsburgh. Again, I'm never going to call a man in the NFL scared, but they didn't want to tackle that dude.
No, they didn't. It's a locomotive.
He came through like the Dark Knight for real. Like he got there and dude was like, oh shit. Yo, hold up. Yeah. That's what you're going to see coming at you 6:30 Sunday night. And it's cold. That dude gonna be coming. Yeah, that dude gonna be coming like a freight train. Because this is the thing. See, this is the thing that people not understanding too. As much as Lamar wants this, Derrick Henry wants this just as bad. Just as bad. And these boys got something to prove. They got embarrassed last year. They knew they were the best team. They knew they should have won the Super Bowl last year.
That's it. Yeah.
And look, the one thing you don't want to play in the playoffs is a team that's hungry. These boys hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's like that prize fighter. You the champ. You don't want to fight that dude that's hungry. He hungry.
No, that's right.
Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
He hungry.
I'd say the Ravens are on fire. That has nothing to do with California.
Let's see. Why don't you stop? You know what?
It's nothing to do with it.
Hey, look.
They're on fire. They won their last 5 games.
Before you say something else. Hey, look. See.
It was funny.
All right, y'all. Look, we're gonna put a bow on this. Look. We appreciate every single person, okay, who watches. Please like and subscribe to the video. It does so much for the channel. Sorry for the hiatus. We had some, just some off the field.
No, we'll talk. Well, let's just say it. Like Zay Flowers.
We ain't got. It's okay. We
You
ain't
sure?
gonna get all personal. No, we ain't gonna get all personal with it. Look, we had some off the field stuff going on. Like I said, my brother's day to day, but we good. We good now. And we back. Hopefully we can do this for y'all 3 more times after each Ravens win and they come out with the Super Bowl win. But trust me, this is going forward, man. This is something that we want to do. This is something that we're going to do. We appreciate every single one of y'all. Please like, subscribe to the video. Look forward to more content like this. I don't know what we're going to do in the off season. We may still stick to a weekly thing, or we may do something else. But we'll talk about football related stuff every now and then. That's something we'll discuss behind the scenes. But we are going to keep this Purple Shade podcast going. Okay.
No, that's right.
Again. thank every single person who's going to watch this. Thank you so much. All right. God bless everybody in LA. Look, we praying for y'all.
Praying.
God bless y'all. Thank y'all for watching. All right. Peace.
Peace. Love you guys.